Long-distance transport causes immense suffering to the animals.
Animals experience a lot of issues during these long journeys. They experience a lot of mental and physical stress.
Very worrying is the fact that very often the current legislation is not enforced. So the time limits are not respected, and in reality animals can also be transported for longer times than the one established in the legislation. When speaking about live animal transport, we are referring to billions of animals, especially farmed animals, that move every year by road, by rail, by sea, by air, for reasons such as slaughter or other reasons such as breeding and fattening. Journeys that animals have to endure every day are very long and harsh. For example, cattle can be transported for up to 29 hours, and after 24 hours of rest at a control post, they can be transported for an additional 29 hours. The main problems they face are suffering from heat, cold, stress and fear, thirst and hunger. Especially species like poultry and pigs suffer from overheating, and poultry can also suffer from frostbite in winter. Very concerning is the fact that transport at sea has no limit of time. When transported at sea, animals endure very difficult and harsh conditions, as they have to lay down and stand for days and weeks in their own excrements. They can develop diseases during the journey, and very often many of them die, and they are simply thrown overboard.
I think that many people are not aware of the animal welfare implication of live animal transport, because it happens, like also the slaughter and the industrial farming, away from public scrutiny. But when people have the opportunity to see the live transport with their own eyes, the perspective changes.
First introduced legislation on the protection of animals during transport more than 40 years ago. However, the implementation of the current regulation has been weak, and this has been detected by the European Commission by looking at the official control carried out by member states. Monitoring is very difficult, and the adherence to the EU legislation is impossible, as there is a lack and impossibility for neutral, independent EU inspectors to carry out controls in third countries. The current regulation no longer reflects realities, sustainability challenges, citizens' concerns, and the scientific recommendations, including the ones from the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA. Export of live animals to third countries should be banned. The new legislation should then shorten the number and length of journeys. Animals should have more space within the means of transport, including livestock vessels. Last but not least, the transport of meat and carcasses instead of live animals, together with the development of local and mobile slaughterhouses, could also help animal welfare, because they could mean the reduction of the number of animals transported.
It is important to increase awareness and foster empathy to face this very important issue.
Your voice has the power to shape the future of animals in the EU. From the 6th to the 9th of June 2024, there will be the European elections. Your vote counts. Animals cannot vote, but you can, and you can make an informed decision.